Fellow countrymen, 55 days ago, I left the front lines of national politics and retreated to this humble Wamunyoro village. I came here to sit and listen to the people of Kenya who had instructed me to do so. My philosophy and that of our party DCP is to always listen to the people. This is also enshrined in Article 1 of our Constitution that states that the sovereign power and supreme authority belongs to the citizens of Kenya. I did this because I believe, and I have always believed, that leadership must be firmly rooted in a conversation that you never stop having with your people. A true leader is one who amplifies what the people are saying. To be a leader is to firmly embody the will of the people. That is the only way you can earn the right to represent and lead the people. Home is always the best place where peace begins. It is the foundation of great nations and the building block that begets us, our future, and defines it. It is where elders and kinsmen meet and make decisions. As Chinua Achebe puts it in his book, Things Fall Apart, and I quote, "A man who calls his kinsmen to a feast does not do so to save them from starving. They all have food in their own homes. When we gather together in the moonlit village ground, it is not because of the moon. Every man can see it in his own compound. We come together because it is good for kinsmen to do so." I retreated to this small village, not because there was no any other place I could have gone and listened. I did this because the prevailing state of our nation is very dire, and this has continuously bothered me, just like it has bothered 55 million Kenyans. Kenya was and is falling apart. I retreated to listen to Kenyans who, for far too long, have remained unheard. When we began, we never knew it would have been this phenomena as it has been. We took 45 days, but it is stretched to 55 days to allow us to listen more and allow Kenyans from all walks of life the opportunity to be heard. My countrymen, first and foremost, I thank God for His grace and guiding this task to a joyful finish. I also appreciate my family, my wife, Reverend Dorcas, and my sons, Kevin and Keith, for their support and unwavering love. I also thank my neighbors, my advisors, and my personal staff for their support and sacrifice throughout these days. I've been here in the village, and I want to thank all leaders, both elected leaders and aspirants for our party, and those in the United Alternative Government for their visits, advice, moral support, and encouragement over the last 55 days. I deeply appreciate the thousands of Kenyans who came here for rigorous conversations and debates, Kenyans who called in and whom we held countless virtual meetings late into the night. I assure you that your views and opinions have been heard, and I hold them dear to my heart. Fellow countrymen, since independence, Kenya has stood strong. The people of Kenya are resilient. We are known world over for whom we are: God-fearing, strong-willed, hospitable, law-abiding, industrious, hard-working, patriotic, resolute, affirmative, honest, and peaceful. Kenyans hold values as spelled out in our Constitution. Our new constitution brought forth great changes to our development agenda, well-being, and our democracy. It is a great foundation of our nation and a strong pillar of who we are and the future we look forward to. My countrymen, the 55 days have been significant, painted with debates, meetings, new ideas, new freshness of the people, happiness, and rigorous consultations. Evenings were great with my family, a few friends and neighbors. Sometimes the days were painful when I would hear what Kenyans have gone through in the last 4 years. Other days we could sing and pray. Other days I would just sit alone and reflect too much into the past, present, and the future. I also took time in late night hours to read widely and make random calls to Kenyans across the country and abroad. My countrymen, the last time I made this journey to Wamunyoro for consultations, I took the advice given by the people. They instructed me to form a vehicle and a listening tool, a political party that listens to them. They further instructed me to look for allies from across the country. Out of that conversation then came the democracy of the Citizens Party and the many allies I now have, my cousins, my in-laws, my brothers and my sisters. We are now a family, the United Alternative Government of Kenya. It is for this reason that in the last 16 months, the DCP party has since become a permanent fixture in the national conversation and the journey to liberate our republic. I can confirm today that the future is indeed green. Ladies and gentlemen, we all know that in 351 days, on the 10th of August 2027, less than a year from today, we shall go to the general election to elect a listening president and caring leaders. What we have now, a majority are boisterous, callous, dictatorial, and they have itchy fingers. Kenyans who visited me told me that the final stretch of the race is upon us. And once again, as a leader, I needed the people to guide me. I needed to hear their expectations, what they wanted the United Alternative Government to become, what they wanted to see from us. And when we finally remove this government, what the next government must do. Delegations of clergy, political leaders, elders, aspirants, professionals, youth, women, retired civil servants, serving civil servants, members of the civil society, grassroots and opinion leaders from every corner of our country came to visit me and discuss a wide range of national issues. Allow me to begin with the pain points and the frustrations that the people of Kenya reported to me. These are tough issues facing our people. On the education sector in our country, the people told me that they are completely crushed and the gains made over the years have been eroded in a record 3 years. Kenyans told me they need the next administration to bring back better free primary education and secondary education. They want free TVET education and a university financing model that works and is responsive to our people. On agriculture, Kenyans are worried whether agriculture is still the backbone of our economy. They are worried about the rising cost of food and farm inputs, failed agricultural value chains, state-sponsored destruction of our cash crops like tea, coffee, pyrethrum, sugarcane, cotton, among others. Kenyans want the agriculture back. Our cooperative movement in the country have mobilized over 1.2 trillion Kenya shillings in deposits. That is their money, their savings. They do not want this regime to touch even a coin. They do not want their assets to be sold to a select cabal of political businessmen, but to members of the cooperative movement that represent the true face of hard-working, honest Kenyans. On healthcare, Kenyans from across the country confirmed that our nation's healthcare system is broken. Kenyans want drugs in hospitals. Kenyans told me that they need the next administration to sweep clean the healthcare sector in our country. Access to healthcare is more than just the SHA registration. We must align and implement 6 building blocks of having effective service delivery, a motivated health workforce at county and national level, health information systems that are priced fairly, access to essential medicines and technology, robust health financing models, and most importantly, servant leadership and good governance.